Yes, we're restarting the whole show.
Sportsnight, take 2. It starts with a flush, and we debut the new bucket hat. Cut once, cut twice, cut 3 times, cut 4. And that's a blow beneath the belt. Someone get some ice. Sportsnight is next.
Oh, we have too much fun at our own expense around here on Sports Night. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the show. I'm Joe Young.
And I'm Howie Shapiro. And Joe, it's right at the end. We're there. We are there.
One Cardinal team remaining in action for the winter season. A couple of other seasons to wrap up this evening, and we'll kind of do it quickly so you can get it a couple of different times in one sitting.
Nothing better.
We start with the wrestling team. 2 Cardinals wrestlers made their way to last week's state tournament at the XL Energy Center, only to have their run end much earlier than they had hoped. 145-pounder Josh Bryant entered the tournament as the Section 7 champion, while heavyweight Tim Mandyke was the section runner-up after losing a heartbreaker 1-0 in the championship. Now both had their sights on becoming the 10th state champion in school history and the first since 2012. First round for Josh Bryant up against Isaac Luzbach of Chaska Chanhassen. Bryant with the fireman's carry, and he's got to work to finish the takedown. Turns out to be his only points in the match. He loses in a 4-2 decision. Unfortunately, Luzbach lost to the eventual state runner-up in the next match, meaning Bryant's tournament was over. Points at an even more premium in Mandyke's first-round matchup. Justin Sabine gets the takedown late in the first period, and that was all the scoring in this match as Mandyke loses a 2-0 decision. Sabine would lose to the eventual state champion in the next round, meaning Mandyke was also one and done at state.
Congratulations to both those athletes. And that was a big young man that Mandyke was wrestling in that video.
It made him look kind of small.
Yes, it did. Absolutely.
And the nice thing about for Mandyke, just a junior, so he'll have a chance to come back. For Josh Bryant, his second time in 4 years at the state tournament, he is going to finish his career with 122 victories. That makes him 9th all-time in school history over 50 years of Cardinal wrestlers. So
that's
congratulations
so cool.
to him.
Absolutely. Very, very nice job. Very nice career. Well, the swimming and diving team competed in the section championships last week. Despite some impressive swims, no Cardinals qualified for this week's state tournament. Still, this Coon Rapids squad should feel proud of what they accomplished this season and excited for the possibilities the future holds. Once again, it was a youth movement leading the way, and most of the Cardinals' top swimmers will be back next year. Only a couple of highlights to show you, starting with sophomore Alex Schmidt competing in the finals of the 200 free. He's up in lane 6, and he'll cruise to the wall by himself in 4th place, touching up in a time of 1:51.64. And then freshman Andrew Trong coming up, another of the impressive youngsters that had led the Cardinals this season. Here he is in the consolation finals of the 100 breaststroke. Great job holding off the pack. So he gets to the wall first, finishing in time of 1:07.66 to take 9th place overall in sections.
Here's a look at some of the other top finishers. Alex Schmidt, 5th place in the 500 free. The medley teams really across the board were solid. A 6th place finish for the 200 medley relay. The 200 free relay finished 8th, as did the 400 free relay. Andrew Trong, another nice finish, taking 12th place. That was in the, I've got it here. That was the 100 free, or 200 free, I think. I can't believe I missed putting that on there. Just some notes for you, a couple of things. Alex Schmidt, personal best in the 200 and 500 free at sections. Also in the 100 free, leading off the 400 free relay. He is now 9th in school history in the 200, 11th in the 100, and 7th in school history in the 500 free. Andrew Trong, personal best in the 100 breast and the 100 free, anchoring that same 400 free relay team. Senior captain Mark Dammel dropped 7 seconds off his 200 free time and posted a PR in his leg of that 400 free relay by 2.5 seconds. Patrick Schultz dropped 7 seconds. Let me say that again. 7 seconds off his 200 time and 10 seconds off his 500 time. Freshman Kerwin White cut 18 seconds off his 500 times in sections, which was 18 seconds off his personal best before that. That's 36 seconds he cut off of his 500 time in the last 2 meets.
It's incredible. You know, we sound like broken records, week after week, but when these swimmers increase their personal best week after week after week, Coach Donaldson, said at the beginning of the season, that's our goal. We're going to try to increase lower our times as the season goes on, and they have done that. And great job by Coach Donaldson.
In impressive fashion. And, I got a great email from him.
Yep.
That's where all those stats came from. But he said, they're really looking great. They couldn't be happier with how they swam, but the section isn't getting any easier.
No.
The boys really, the offseason needs to be a strong push to
Absolutely.
be coming back at the beginning of next year where they finished this year. So that's kind of the message he's given the boys, and they want to continue to recruit, get more kids in the pool, because that definitely was a benefit for this year's squad.
Yeah, and a great job by Coach Johnson to keep us updated throughout the year. We got emails from him all the time, and we really appreciate that.
Yes, we do. Well, the boys basketball team went into last week's section tournament feeling they had a better chance to make a deep run in the tournament than most 7th seeds. The Cardinals have played really well in spurts, and they knew if they could play a consistent game, they felt there wasn't anybody in the section they couldn't compete with and even beat. It would start against second-seeded St. Francis, a team that beat them by more than 20 in late December. Cardinals keeping pace early on with great transition basketball. Keller grabs a rebound, gets it down court quickly. Domovic plays it across. Dio Lawal on the run, takes it strong to the rim. Domovic on the wing, a little jump fake, gets him the room he needs. Take it to the rim, part of his 13 points of the game midway through the first. Cardinals taking care of the ball, getting everyone involved, keeping the Saints close. Good work from Nick Keller in the middle. He led the Cardinals with 21 points. Saints followed that basket with 9 straight points to get the biggest spread of the first half before Domovic hit this big three-pointer. Still, the Saints able to take a 10-point lead to the half. Second half, St. Francis able to stretch the lead. Robbie Whitney with a strong move to the baseline. Saints lead by as many as 15 midway through. Tyrion Johnson held in check for the most part on the offensive end early. He makes his nice little reverse layup, but it's really too little too late for the Cardinals. Saints keep the momentum on their side and win this one running away, ending the Cardinals season with a 69-57 loss. And Howie, it was the same thing as we look at the bracket. St. Francis dropping a tough one to 3rd seed Forest Lake, who scores that upset to get to the final against Blaine on Thursday. And that's a game, Blaine just barely getting past number 5, Andover, just a 1-point game. So 2 great semifinal games. But, and that's kind of what we were looking at. This is a section really that anybody could come out of. And the Cardinals really, it was the same thing. They played really well for most of that first half. But then once they let that little bit of a streak go, all of a sudden that let the Saints get control of the game, and they weren't able to really cut into that lead.
Well, and that's similar how the first contest went between these two squads. You had that close game right before the half. St. Francis opened up that lead in that first game as they did in the second, and then they came out in the second half strong and really dominated and took control, obviously. A 12-point win for them, but really took control of that game.
Yeah, the girls basketball team will head into the section tournament this week. Last week, wrapping up the regular season on the road with a pair of games, including a 66-60 win over Armstrong. Look at the consistent scoring. Miranda Nyberg leading the way with 15 points. Ellie Carver and Caitlin Ackerman each had 14. Kaylee Porish added 12. And Carly Anderson had 6. And that was their second straight win for the Cardinals.
Yeah, nice win for them. Well, the girls wrapped up their regular season schedule on Friday, hitting the road to take on the Park Center Pirates. The Pirates came into the game having already clinched the championship in the Northwest Suburban's West Division. They had won 9 of their previous 10 games and were ranked 10th in the state. A formidable opponent, to be certain. The Pirates don't have to score a lot to be successful. They can win with defense, and they have some offensive guns as well. Ann Simonet showing the range early. She let alone in the open look. and gets the Park Center lead early. Cardinals keep pace early on. Nice passing to find Ellie Carver, matched up one-on-one down low. She turns and scores. Coon Rapids keeping this one interesting. Park Center catches Carver napping on defense. A little on this inbound quick pass to Michaela Hayes in the middle. She quickly finds the cylinder. Game was tied at 18 at the half, but the Pirates take control in the second. Good look on the trip to find Porsche open for the short jumper, but Coon Rapids struggling to stay close. Pirates beginning to pull away. The switch leaves Megan Dubois with a wide open look from the corner. She sinks the 3-ball. Again, defense, a big part of the Pirates' success. Smothering trap on Porsche at the top of the key. Summer Blakemore comes away with a steal, feeds Dubois down court for the easy 2, and Park Center runs away at the end with a 50-35 win.
There you see the brackets for the Section 7 4A tournament starting on Wednesday. Anoka gets the #1 seed. They will host Duluth East. Forest Lake and St. Francis, the 4 and 5 seeds. Andover, the #2 seed, will host Cambridge-Isani, and the Cardinals will travel just across town to face the Blaine Bengals as the 6th seed, traveling to take on #3.
Yeah, we don't have to go back to St. Francis. We were thinking maybe we would after the boys.
There was a chance,
there was a chance, but we'll take the short trip across town.
We will, and for the girls, you know, it's a similar story. They need to be able to do what they did against Armstrong, which is get everybody involved and get some scoring from all around, and they have to play strong on defense. Ball security has been the big Achilles heel for this Cardinals program all year long.
Well, they have a lot of tape, obviously. They've played the Bengals twice, losing both times handily the first time, a little closer that second time. So they know they're playing their better basketball here at the end of the season. They have an opportunity. They can go to Blaine and play a crosstown rival and hopefully play their best basketball and get the win.
Well, and it's always tough to beat a team 3 times, but guaranteed the Bengals will not underestimate the Cardinals because not only is it section time, but it's also that crosstown rivalry that will fuel them, and they will come out looking for a somewhat impressive victory to move on. But Howie, that's where we'll be on Wednesday, and should they continue to advance, we hope to continue to follow them. But then it's springtime after that.
Ooh.
But maybe wrapping up the season next week on Sportsnight, maybe not. We'll just have to wait and see. But that's going to do it for this edition. I want to thank everybody out there for joining us and continuing to support everything we do here at CTN. For the entire crew, including Mr. Howie Shapiro, I'm Joe Young saying good night.